Hey everyone. So before we jump into annotating, I did want to show you some annotation guidelines. This document is posted in Google Classroom, but I did want to review it here with you as well. So when we talk about annotating a text, annotating is the act of talking to the text as you read it. So it's a matter of engaging with the text, writing in the margins in order to better comprehend what it is that you're reading. So on this page are just some tidbits that you can use, but of course annotating is a very personal experience. So do what works for you, but here's the general gist of what you should be doing. So you should be underlining or highlighting any familiar words, and you want to eventually go back in later on and define those words so you could better understand the reading. Any main ideas the author presents, you're going to want to note those as well. Anything that supports that main idea, draw arrows to it, make notations. This is a big one, is summarizing in your own words, paraphrasing the main idea of each paragraph off into the margins. If you break up your reading by paragraph and summarize as you go, the reading is going to make a lot more sense. If ever the author is giving steps in a process or a list or important details, you could use numbering to help you keep track of it. If something sparks a curiosity or something doesn't sound right or you want more information, ask questions and note it in the margins. If you read something and you have a comment or a response to it, write it down in the margins. These comments are going to help to support your elaboration as you go to write your essay. Then you want to think about the different symbols that you want to use. So if there's something that surprises you or you disagree with, you might want to use an exclamation point. If something confuses you, a question mark, use a star for interesting points, whatever works for you. As you read, we're looking for these main things, the topic. What is the main topic or subject of the article? What's the tone? How does the author feel towards this subject? Do they have a positive tone about it, an excited tone? Are they intrigued? Are they fearful of it? Are they concerned? So what is the author's tone towards the attitude or towards the topic of the essay? So for these articles, we're reading about ChatGPT. So as you're reading through the sources, you want to ask yourself, what is the author's tone towards ChatGPT? Then the strategies that the author uses to create the argument. Is your author using personal anecdotes? Are they using researched information? Are they using fear to scare you? What approaches is the author taking to construct their argument? To whom is the message directed? Who's our audience, and how does that impact the message? And lastly, what is the writer's goal? When you're done reading each piece, you want to ask yourself, what is the writer hoping to achieve with this? Is it purely informative? Was it to stoke fear? Was it to convince us that it's good? Because that's going to all play a part in the crafting of the message and how you use that information. So now that you know what we're looking for when we talk about annotating guidelines, we're going to go ahead and annotate source number 1 together, and hopefully that'll support you as you annotate source number 2.